Okay, so everybody, welcome to our Monday Night Stronger Together Team Huddle. And tonight I'm really excited about what we're going to be talking about. But before we kind of get going with it, I just wanted to clarify some things because I think there was a little bit of confusion going on. And that was on, we've got a lot of things happening. We've got our Team Huddle. We've got our Leaders Rising series, which is getting ready to start this Wednesday night, and it's going to be absolutely unbelievable. And then we've got Success, Love, Speed. And I really wanted to clarify what each of those are. So our Team Huddle tonight is every Monday night, 6:30 Pacific. And really what that is it's a chance for us all to get together as a community, for us to share ideas. There is a topic, but it's not really a training. It's more of a community building. Our Leaders Rising is a 6-week series, and this is an hour. It's going to be on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, and that really is a training. That is a training for people who really want to step into more of a leadership position and really do something extraordinary with this. And then our Success, Love, Speed kind of goes along with that. We created it as an event, but really what it is it's a contest. It's for people who raise their hands for the Leaders Rising, but who are committed to really doing something with this. And what they're committing to is creating 2 consultants a month. And if they do that, they win a really nice prize. So this month, the prize that they win is a $50 Amazon gift certificate or gift card, along with anything else. So any questions regarding the difference between these 3 things? Make sense? Thumbs up? Okay, awesome. Okay, so tonight, what we're going to be talking about is the beginning of the new year. We're probably all setting goals. This is a time for people, we have like New Year's resolutions going on, things like that. But, we should all be setting goals. I have a whole book of goals that I've set for the year and numbers and things like that. But really what I wanted to talk about was something that I did last year that was extraordinarily powerful. And I read this book. I actually got it when I was going to ICU in Phoenix. I got it at the airport. And if you can see it, it's called One Word That Will Change Your Life. Okay, and it's by it's 3 people: John Gordon, Dan Britton, and Jimmy Page. But John Gordon, if any of you have read The Energy Bus,
is there anybody else on, or just everybody?
Great book. And this book, the idea is that you pick one word for the year, which is your vision or your theme for the year, and it's for the entire year, and it's to help you grow into the person that you want to become. So a lot of times we set to-do goals, right? We set goals that are, we need to do this, we need to do this. I have a big goal. I want to max out my business center this year. That is one of my to-do goals. We have all these to-do goals. But what we also need to be really aware of is setting a to-be goal. Who we want to be. And part of it, getting to the to-do goals, getting to the things you want to accomplish is who you become as a person. So that's where the one word comes into play. And it's for something that you need to do. It's your driving force for the year. And it could be something like purpose or commitment or grace or power or discipline or ease. Or love, or whatever it is. Okay, so we all have, and probably as I'm talking about this, you guys have some goals that are popping into your head. Yes, Kathy, abundance, exactly. Okay, thinking about you want to ask yourself some questions. It's not so much about what you want, but what you need. Okay, and then you live that word. And that's your word for the year, and you post it, and you create, you put it on your screensaver, and you can create, a big banner of it, and you journal about it. You could pick out a song or quotes that really resonate with that word, and it becomes your theme for the year. Now, when I read this book, over a year ago, I thought, well, that's kind of a cool idea. It sounded kind of fun. And I thought, I'll try it. It's not that hard. I'll pick a word. And I really ruminated over what that word was going to be. And you want to spend some time with it. You don't want to just necessarily go with, the first word that comes to your mind, although sometimes that is the word. But write down a whole bunch of words. Look at them. Think about it. Pray over it. Meditate over it. Think about what is really speaking to you. What do you need to really, where do you need to grow this year? And then, for me, the word that came to me was heart. Now, for those of you that know me, I'm a pretty driven person. But I had been so much in my head on what I needed to do. I had been in survival mode for so long, because when I came into this, I was surviving. I was in a bad place. I needed to survive. And to do that, I really needed to get out of my heart. I couldn't even go in there because I would fall apart. So I got into my head and I survived, and I created a business and I really thrived. But I knew to take it to the next level, I needed to get out of my head and into my heart. And so I really, in some ways that was scary to me, because there were some things that had happened to me where I didn't really want to go there. I didn't really want to open that up because I knew what that could mean. But I went there. And I will tell you, it was a powerful year. And some stuff came up that, was really hard. And there were some beautiful things that came up. And one of the big things is, I was able to forgive my ex-husband, really in my heart forgive. I was able to get really clear. I mean, this team, some stuff this team came together in just a heartfelt, amazing way. And I thought, oh my gosh, this totally works. This is powerful. So I ruminated on what my word was going to be for this year. And it's a totally different word. You guys are going to go like, oh my God, those words are totally separate. My word for this year is fierce. Because for me to get to where I want to, what my to-do goal is, which is, but it's who I need to be. I need to step fully into, unapologetically into my full power and leadership and my fierceness. And for those of you that are mothers, it's like, or parents, it's that fierceness you feel about your children. You're like, nobody's coming between me and my kids. I mean, it's that fierceness. So for me, that's what I needed to get. And I can feel it now. I mean, for those who have been talking to me, that stuff's happening now. I mean, that word's already coming fully into play. So, what I want to talk about here, and you guys haven't had time to ruminate on it, but I want to hear what do you guys think about this idea, and what words are coming up for you? Where are you seeing? So raise your hand if you want to just shout something out. Lindsay.
Hey, well, so I've had this conversation with you, so I've had time to think about it. But ours is family, and we'll just let you all think whatever you want to think about that, but that's our big why. And that's motivating us in a different way than maybe we've been motivated thinking just about ourselves.
That's awesome. And that's that. And here's the other kicker. You can't have the same word twice. One new word every year. So I love that. So who else? Jocelyn, Aaron.
Oh, Aaron, you want to go first?
Yeah, my word is purpose. Short on that is most of my life have been about, to be real with you. It's been about achieve the most that I can without feeling rejection. And so that had me just take a bunch of tasks. Like life was about checking off tasks for me. And certainly if I'm doing that in this business, how do I think other people feel? Well, they probably feel like they're getting checked off a list. So what's really been driving me and it's really prepping me, 2016 was a prep for living from purpose. So that word is definitely purpose.
Awesome. And Jocelyn?
Yeah, my personal word is certainty. Someone asked me what my guiding desire is, and my guiding desire for 2017 is certainty. I want to be, feel, and experience certainty in who I am, what I stand for, what I believe, and what I'm up to. Like, I want to be able to just like own it, feel it, embody it. I want to be certain that I am wealthy, certain that I am a leader, certain that abundance is all there is. Like, I just want to be certain in all of that.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay, who else did I saw Tamara raise? Did you have your word?
Well, we talked earlier this week too. Hi, everyone. And I came up with a word, but now that I'm thinking about it more, I've been working on my intentions for 2017. So I came up with fearless, and how I would embody that would be, it's kind of a combination of things. Like fearless to me means being confident, just going out into the world with my shoulders back, and people are drawn to my enthusiasm and my confidence. And I don't know, it's a bunch of words, but I think fearless kind of embodies all of those things for me.
Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, do you want to share your word?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. My word is going to be epic.
Ooh.
Because I want just, when I have conversations with people or experiences, and I'm really about experiences, I want to hear that word, people say that word, and I want to feel it. I want to just take myself to a whole new level.
That is awesome. Amazing words. So, anybody else? Any words, not necessarily that is your word for the year, because Tamara and Lindsay and Jocelyn and Aaron have all we've talked about this. But any things that are popping up for you that may be on the list of contenders? Oh, okay. Rachel or Kathy's unmuted. Then we'll do Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was thinking abundance in every way, and with everyone, with everything, with my business, with my fitness, with my family, just abundance.
That's one of my power words. I have 3 power words on how I want to feel every day. I want to feel inspired, abundant, and connected. And yeah, so that word speaks to me. So Rachel, do you want to go?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I missed you guys. Okay, so I just jotted down a few. I don't really have one yet. I'm just kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of torn between what I really need to do as like for personal development, like what I need to have a focus word on versus like what it should be, because of where I want to go with my business. But the few words that are kind of popping out is one is, focus, force, and I was thinking life force. That came to me one day, but that's like 2 words, not one. So I was thinking maybe I could hyphenate it. But anyways, that was just too much thinking. So then acceptance was another one, because there's some things about me that I struggle with accepting. And so that was kind of one that I really, that I really was just kind of, I jotted down that's a little more personal rather than business related. So anyways, just a few.
Those are fantastic. Well, and that kind of reminds me, Lindsay, I know you shared to me what 2016 was for you, and that was similar. With surrender.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that was kind of like the overarching one, even though just like you, Rachel, I'm like, ooh, but I like this one. And I like this one too. But for me, surrender opened up the space like for everything else to show up. So that's awesome. I think Rory has his hand up too.
Oh, Rory.
On the screen, it looks like it.
Hey guys. So there's a couple, and I'm stealing one from you. The words that came to me were wealth, compassion, and the one I'm stealing from you is unapologetic. So, and I think that's the one that I think that's my word for the year, unapologetic. Like, and kind of to steal from what Jocelyn said, is just unapologetic in what I'm going for and what I stand for in other people, and just just unapologetic for it all. And I don't mean that like being a jerk about it. I just mean like, just unquestioned, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. No, it's funny. We went to an event, GoPro. Lindsay, Jocelyn, and I all last minute. And there was this woman, she was a powerhouse, and she got up and spoke. She's top #1 income earner for Mary Kay. And she said, you need to stand unapologetically in who you are. And that people, entitled is a bad word. People view entitled as a bad word. But entitled, all it means is that you believe you are inherently deserving of something. And that you need to feel inherently deserving of abundance and joy and love and connection and everything else in your life. And when you stand in that place and stand completely, unapologetically in that place, you can create amazing things. And you are looking for people who feel they are inherently deserving of more in their life. I've always said, I'm looking for people who want more time, more money, more freedom, more purpose, more connection. They want more. If they're completely satisfied, they're not going to be willing to do the work that's required. If they're completely satisfied, God bless, hallelujah. But I'm looking for people who feel they are inherently deserving of more. And I love it, unapologetically. Or unapologetic. Anybody else?
I just wanted my friend Mary, all the way from Ohio. I saw her hand was up.
Okay, Mary, then we'll do Hilda. Mary.
Of course you would shout me out there, Erin. I like that. No, I think, I struggle with what the right word is for me for this year, but I think the most positive way to spin it would be discovery and all about myself this year, and discovering my own life again. I've dedicated a lot of years to building a really awesome business, and I've left my personal life and myself behind. And so this year it's all about me. And so I'm just going to entitle it Discovery.
Ooh, I like it. That's awesome. Hilda.
Hi, everyone. So kind of 3 words that kind of have just come up over the last few weeks as I was taking on another area of my life. But it's really the thing that's kind of inspired me the whole time. And it's so it's really standing from a place of being new, like a newness, an adventure, and an inexplicable wonder. And that just like moves me because you can't explain it. And life is new and adventurous all the time. So that's just kind of, it's not just one, word. I mean, it is, and it's really the inexplicable part of it in the wonder that kind of arches the other 2, but it's all of them together.
Oh, I love that. And that's how I feel about this business. Honestly, it's like you never know. I mean, here's the thing. You never know who you could meet. That next phone call could be the person that just, totally like blows this out, changes your life forever. That next conversation, you could totally change somebody's life, and the lives of tens of thousands of people because of this one conversation that you had with this one person that went down and down and down and down and down. We're getting ready to go into the UK, and I set the intention, I want to go into the UK. And I was talking with a gal who's on my team, and I was just saying, yeah, I have this intention to go to the UK. She's like, oh my gosh, I've got this gal who her daughter is a flight attendant, and she's been bringing her over shake in the UK, massive amounts. And she's got all these people lined up for as soon as we open in the UK. So I'm like, woohoo, and you just don't know. Every day it could be something magical. So I love that. I love wonder. So, okay. So, anybody else want to share? And then I want to throw it over to, Eva. Yes.
Hey guys. So for me, we just had a brief conversation a little while ago about this, and I'm still playing with it, but what came up for me was peace. But not like this, like I'm going to sit on the couch and like just chill out and do, as little as possible peace. But this kind of like excited peace where things are just flowing and fun. So that's what I'm going with right now, but I'm definitely going to play with it a little bit more.
I love it. I just love it. Anybody else before we throw it over to Jocelyn? Okay, so Jocelyn has another exciting announcement. I'm going to throw it over to her.
Hey, everybody. All right, I like that, Rory.
Yeah.
That's like our thing now. All right, who is pumped? Raise your hand if you are pumped for Leaders Rising on Wednesday. Okay, you guys, this is a game changer. We are opening up a whole new paradigm. Get ready for the most life-changing 6 weeks of your life. I'm so excited to see who we all grow to becoming, just that next level transformation. So real quick, an announcement. If everyone can show up at least 5 minutes early, because Eric Coover is our guest, and we're going to start literally on the dot on time. So please hop on Zoom 5 minutes early. And then the next thing I want to talk about, who also loved our December book of the month as a team. A Happy Pocket Full of Money.
Who knew there was a book?
I'd love to hear from two people. What was your biggest takeaway from that book? So please unmute yourselves. I'd love to hear, like, what to you, like, made you vibrate or, like, just brought you to tears or anything. Yeah, Lisa?
I can go if nobody else wants to go. It was the second time I read that book, and I figured, well, okay, I'm going to read it again. It's really about it's about energy. It's about that money is just energy, and that for me, I have to come from a place of absolute knowing, not believing, but just the knowing that abundance is all around me. And honestly, rereading it, magic stuff showed up for me. I mean, it really did.
Love it. Thanks, Lisa. I'd love to hear one more. And if you're like, no, not me, that it's you. I'm going to make it awkward.
I want to go,
so
I know it's not me.
Hold up.
Because I want to go.
Mary, did you read it? Or I'd like to call you out and see if, because I saw you post once or twice, I think, and I like what you shared, so I'd love to hear it if you're up for it.
Well, it's been a really long week for me, so I can't remember everything from the book right at the moment because my life has been a little chaotic, in a good way, of course. Well, mostly in a good way. But I think mostly from the book, what I just got was just that speaking things into reality and just, making it clear, what your intentions are. And I've had some, and talking with Erin, especially, we've had some really interesting aha moments very quickly from the book and setting intentions, and maybe not in ways I expected, but some really good outcomes so far. And interesting, things have arisen just by setting intentions very quickly.
Love it. Thanks so much for sharing. Totally speaking what we talk about, like really being aware of what we talk about. Do we talk about lack? Do we talk about I can't? Because that will just keep being real. I'm totally with you, Mary. That was huge for me. So we want to keep that theme going of a book of the month, and we picked one for this month. But if you guys ever have suggestions, now that we know we're going to keep this up, please let us know. If you're like, hey, I recommend for a future month this book. But what we're going to kick off for January, since the whole context for everyone is leadership, there was a book I read that was awesome about leadership. It's called The 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, which I love because it isn't like the leadership, like the Be Perfect or like, just some of those harder books. This is more about consciousness and awareness. And like one of my favorite principles, I'll read you a couple, the commitments. Let's see, a couple of my favorite: learning through curiosity, eliminating gossip. I love, there was one, experiencing the world as an ally. Love that one. Creating win for all solutions, being the resolution. There was one other that was awesome. Feeling all feelings. So just a really cool kind of capture. This organization that wrote it, they consult with some of the biggest companies and the biggest leaders, and they transform cultures through conscious leadership. So I thought that it's so in alignment with the sort of leadership we're creating in Leaders Rising. So I highly recommend ordering it. It's like each chapter is so impactful, fun to read. They even have little stick figure drawings in here that are kind of fun. So who's up for the book of the month with the team? Cool. Awesome. So yeah, I think it was really pretty. Amazon, books are cheap on there. So I recommend, grab that. We'll read it. It's amazing. And just buying it now. Go Linz. I know that one-click buy on Amazon, dangerous. You can literally buy things with one click. Scary. So yeah, guys, these next 6 weeks are just game changer. I'm so excited. A couple things I just really recommend in the last minute before Wednesday, some kind of intentional work would be to watch the compensation plan video again. If you haven't watched it in a while, I'd watch the compensation plan by Lynn Hagedorn. You could type into YouTube, Lynn Hagedorn, Isogenics comp plan.
Well, Lindsay put it in the business page.
Yeah, Lindsay also posted, so you can search on there, because that is the best explanation of the comp plan. And just to really be powerful in the next 6 weeks, to just feel like you embody that comp plan will be powerful. And also come with an executive map filled out with your dream team. Again, they don't have to be enrolled yet. You don't even have to have talked to them, but just start to manifest and intend an executive map filled out, because that is going to be a manifestation of your leadership. So that just a couple recommendations really before kicking off Wednesday. We are putting so much love and heart into this series, guys. We have put a ton of prep work into this. We have created guest speakers. We are trying to pour as much content and value to you guys. So we really hope that you do the prep work with us, because we just really see this next 6 weeks being a game changer for everyone. I mean, I wish I could share with each of you what I see at the end of this year for all of you, and it's wealth. I see so much wealth and abundance. So I'm stoked for it. Any last words, Lisa?
No, I mean, really just, one of the things I would love, I've seen in this book, people, let's see if I can show you a picture. Teams writing, on their hands and posting. Here's, I don't know if you can see it, but people writing on their hands and their word. So if you have your word, if you know it, write it on your hand, take a picture of it, post it in the business page. I think that would be a really fun thing for us to do. And as far as Leaders Rising goes, guys, this is something bring to your people. Bring to your people. Get them on this call. Don't just think, oh, I'm just going to do it. Talk to the people that and just say, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested, even if they're brand new, but I'd love for you to at least check this out, what it could be. And it's leadership, not just, it's geared specific more towards their Isogenics business, but it's leadership in all areas of their life, right? So really what we want to be is we want to promote this. We want to, I see, and I'm seeing what Jocelyn's seeing. I'm seeing, 100 by the end of the year, 100 people on this team, 100 new people on this team making $1,000 a month. Now, there's going to be a lot of people who are making a lot more than that. So, and it starts now. We're at the start of a new year. So with that, it's 7:03. I'm going to let you guys all go to your evenings, but it was great talking with you. And I love all those words. Definitely post them on the business page. Take a picture on your hand and let's post it, okay? Awesome. Thanks, guys.